What is going on, my beautiful people that clicked onto this video? We are in the car. I did have a phone holder at some point. I got to get another one. It's kind of hard to find the one that I specifically had prior. So right now I got my tripod on the floor of the passenger seat. So we got to make sure it don't fall over. I'm gonna try to drive careful, and hopefully you guys can hear me. So yeah, y'all saw the title. And before we get into the title, man, let me just say, you should not, as a man, be dating without that blicky on you and have great fighting skills. Because sometimes your fighting skills won't save you, depending on the situation. If you in a female crib or something, and a dude come in with the blicky and just start blasting as soon as he see you, you know what I mean? That's not gonna help you, your fighting skills. But you know, I was reckless when I was younger and dating, and I didn't have always. Sometimes I did, but there was a lot of times I didn't have the blicky on me, and it just wasn't safe. It wasn't smart, man. You don't know who these females used to deal with, what type of mentality they have, if they break in, if they made a spare key, ex-boyfriends, baby fathers, etc. All right. With that being said, man, we talking about hygiene. This goes both ways for men and women. I did a video like this before, but I'm gonna do it again and clarify. Shout out to the new subscribers. This channel is slowly growing. Let's run it up. If you're new here, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please comment down below. I read and respond to all comments when I see them. And share this video. I know somebody you know needs to hear it and or see it. So, yeah, man, hygiene goes both ways for men and women. I want to talk about women first, man. And this is something that you don't even want to bring up. You just want to be able to go to this female's house at least on a second to third time. If you don't see any baby wipes in the bathroom, I wouldn't even suggest sleeping with her or doing anything sexually with her, man, because that's not a very clean female. Toilet tissue is not gonna get everything, and a lot of times it'll happen to leave, dingleberries. You know what dingleberries are, man. If you're not, come on, man. But yeah, a woman has to have baby wipes. That lets me know she's very clean and she takes good care of herself. And that goes for men as well. It's not just for women. As a man, you need to have baby wipes. Women are paying attention, man. Women are paying attention to the little intricate details. And as a man, if you were inviting a woman to your house, man, even if you just treating her like just something you sleeping with sexually, you're not really sure if you take her serious. Regardless of the fact, you need to come off as clean. You know, your cleanliness needs to be everything. And as a man, you need to know too that toilet tissue is not going to get everything when you go and do number two, right? Another thing, for females, man, a lot of females I've known in the past are really, really messy. Clothes everywhere, dishes in the sink, crumbs in the bed not made. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is why you need to be able to go to a woman's house and be at a woman's house and feel comfortable. And if a woman is avoiding letting you go to her house, bro, don't even take her serious. I wouldn't even. If you can't go to her house, she can't come to your house. It has to go both ways, guys. You know what I'm saying? It has to work. It has to go both ways. So, again, when you go to her house, you need to see cleanliness. You don't want to see a mess and dishes and food and crumbs and all this nasty stuff, man. She's not a clean female. You know, and cleanliness is next to godliness. Again, I'm just going to say in general, this whole video, we're talking about people you want to take serious. You know, it's 2025. We're about to be in 2026. We're not doing no more just sleeping around. We got to be dating with intention. So this video is, yes, if you're dating with intention. As a man, man, the simplest things like your nails. I see too many black men with long nails and they have dirt under them. That is nasty. You know, you're not sniffing coke, right? You shouldn't be breaking down blunts. If you're still smoking weed, you should not be smoking out of blunts. You know what I'm saying? You should be using raw joint papers, raw 100% organic cones or something like that. There's no need for you to have those long, nasty fingernails. You're not a female and you're not doing any of the things I just stated. So what is the point of having them? It looks dirty, man. You know, then you want to touch up on a female. Maybe you want to finger her, or you accidentally scratch her, man, and in the wrong areas, or actually scratch her face. If you touch her face, rubbing on her face, you try to run your fingers through her hair, and then your nail get caught in her hair, man. That's just nasty. That's disgusting. Women are paying attention to this stuff, man. You know, one kudos I can give to most women is they keep their car clean. For the most part, women that I've dated and come across, they always had a nice, clean car, man. Dudes, a lot of dudes keep their car messy and not vacuum, man. You want to keep a clean car. Your car should always be vacuumed. You dudes be having chips, crumbs, McDonald's bags, even though you shouldn't be eating McDonald's. Let me just say fast food bags and leftover food and all this stuff. You got your clothes from yesterday, clothes from last week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what are you doing, man? You look like you living out your car. You know, and you look like a teen. Your car looks like a teenager's room. You know, just messy. Women are paying attention to this stuff, man. As a man, you got to make sure everything is clean. You know? And not for nothing, as a man, if you living in clutter, your life is going to feel cluttered. Once you start cleaning up everything around you, your habitat and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, then you're going to feel more organized. Everything else is going to feel a lot better and flow a lot better, man. You know? As a man, you want to smell good. You don't want to be doused in cologne, man. Dudes be coming in my job all the time. Oh, I could smell their cologne from a mile away. I go into the back of the kitchen, I still smell it. And they out eating in the dining room. That's nasty, man. Why are you spraying so much cologne? You should only smell a cologne on you as a man when somebody walks by you, or you walk past somebody, they get it with you, like, you smell good. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be as a man, man. You want to have a woman's supposed to be able, when she gets close to you, smell your natural smell, whatever soap you use, you know, and then a little hint of the cologne. And make sure your cologne pairs well with you. Just because the cologne smell good on your homie or you smell it on somebody else doesn't mean it's going to smell the same on you. We all have our natural, pheromones, right? So make sure you choose the right one. Another thing, man, as men, lotion. You want to make sure you lotion your whole body every time you get out the shower, man. I've heard dudes say, I'm not lotioning my whole body, only knees, hands, and elbows. No. You want to take care of your skin, man. A woman appreciates and notices a man with good skin. That's another part of good hygiene, man. I always have smooth skin. My lady always tells me, oh, your skin's so smooth, so soft, so nice. Because I lotion my body every time I get out of the shower. A lot of times I can't reach my full back. Sometimes I have her do it, you know. But everything else is getting lotion, man. I'm not going to have no ashy ankles, no ashy calves, legs, arms, nothing. And as a female, you should be doing the same as a female. You should be lotioning yourself every time you get out the shower as a female. Most females do it, but not all. And check the ingredients, man, because a lot of lotions have a lot of chemicals in them, man. So you need to do your research and make sure that it's a good lotion. Right now, I have a lotion that's a goat's milk lotion. Doesn't have anything bad in it or anything like that. Another thing, man, hygiene when it comes to men and women is your teeth. You want to have good teeth. I've been starting the regimen on whitening my teeth, been using baking soda and stuff like that. But you want to have good teeth. And honestly, guys, I may get braces next year for my bottom teeth, because as you can see, I got some spaces here. My teeth are not jacked up, but they're not perfect. They got some little spaces. You know, maybe I'll get braces, but you want to take care of your teeth. You don't want to have teeth missing, teeth all crooked, you know what I'm saying, looking like a train wreck and train tracks. I'm pretty sure if your teeth are like that, they've been like that since you were a kid, and you definitely got made fun of. You're an adult. You've been at the age of where you could have got your teeth fixed. What are you doing? You spent your money on what? Sneakers? As a woman, you spent it on bags, trips, whatever you spending your money on. Some of that money could have been put to the side, saved up towards braces, towards getting your teeth fixed. And do what you can. Work with what you got. If you haven't, man, make sure you're brushing your teeth, you know what I'm saying, twice a day. You're oil pulling, you're flossing, you're scraping your tongue. You're implementing whitening regimens, like I said, baking soda peroxide, stuff like that. You're doing what you can to make sure your breath is smelling good. Bad breath oh my goodness, that's like, that's at the top when it comes to hygiene for men and women. It's bad breath. I've smelt some females with bad breath, and it just was a complete turnoff. I'm talking about females that were considered baddies. And I was just like, Same thing goes for you as a man. Women, you get up on a woman and stuff, she gonna notice you have bad breath. She's gonna notice. It's disgusting, man. Some people breath be so bad it make their stomach turn. Some people got halitosis. So like I said, man, get that taken care of. Your mouthpiece, the way your teeth look, the way the way they how they're shaped, the way your breath smells, all that. That's extremely important when it comes to hygiene and dating, man. For real, for real. You know, and again, back to the lotion thing, man. You go to sometimes touch a woman, your hands are rough, and you got long fingernails, that's nasty. You dudes are not putting lotion in your hands or cutting your nails. So definitely make sure you're doing that, man. Make sure you're doing that. We at the gym, man, right now. Here at the gym, I was supposed to been get it in. It's getting late. I gotta work soon a little bit. I don't want to make this video too much longer, man, but I just want to come up with a few things, man, that's extremely important when it comes to hygiene, man, because a lot of people need to work on their hygiene. Like seriously, man. As a man, make sure you're upkeeping on your haircuts, you know. Make sure your hair's not the back of your neck. That's one thing, man. Whatever, if you get a little scruffy hair on your beard and this is starting to come in a little bit, you can wear a hat. But the thing is, the back of your neck, you got to be aware, man. Tell your roommate, your homeboy, your mom, your dad, whoever, your friend, can you get the back of my neck in between haircuts? I know haircuts are expensive. I know your favorite barber may be booked, so you only can see him when you can, and maybe once every three weeks. Because I go like once every 3 weeks. But I make sure I have my lady touch up the back of my neck. Always ask her, how the back of my neck look? You can go to Marshall's, TJ Maxx. You go anywhere cheap and get some cheap clippers, you know what I'm saying, just to maintain the back of your neck. And if you want, touch up the bottom of your neck and around your face. And wear a hat in between. You know? Women too. A lot of these women, man, they getting weaves. You know, it is what it is. Some women will never stop it. But a lot of these women getting these weaves and they let them just go bad. They keep them for 2-3 months and it smells, man. Top of their head be smelling because they've been sweating from going to the gym and work and all this stuff. You know, a lot of these women, some of their wigs smell on the inside. It makes their natural head smell. Like, as a woman, you got to be on top of this stuff, man. That's why it's better to wear your hair natural. You know what I'm saying? Grow it naturally. And I get it. Some of these women say, oh, the weave is a protective style. My sewing is a protective style. Well, make sure that you are actually getting growth out of it. What is the point to continue to keep doing this to your hair? You're pulling your roots. You're ruining your edges, pulling your scalp. Letting this stuff sit in your head and stink if you're not getting growth out of it. If you're keeping this stuff in your hair for 2-3 months as a female, your hair should be growing pretty fast to the point you get to the point where you don't need it anymore. But for a lot of black women, let's be real, it's a hamster wheel. Let me say that again. For a lot of black women, let's be real, it's a hamster wheel when it comes to these weave. They just repeat the process of switching up, and they never get to the point where they're not doing it anymore. That's the goal in life. The goal in life for a female that wears weaves and wigs is to get to the point where you don't ever have to wear that stuff again. You know, and this may be a little off topic, but that's how food stamps was designed. You know, food stamps, the government assistance for food stamps, as well as Section 8 should 100% be not something long term. It's to help you until you can get on your feet, man. Seriously. And that's just the truth, man. So we're gonna end this video because I gotta go into work right now, man. And yeah, I gotta go into work soon, but I gotta work out first. As I showed y'all, we already here at Planet Fitness, so I don't want this video to be too much longer, man. So I'll catch you guys on the next video, man. Make sure y'all comment down below, man. And thank you to the new subscribers. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Let's run this channel up. Peace and love.